Are you thinking about buying a property in Spain? Do you think you could deal all by yourself from the beginning to the end? In this video, I'm going to help you and give you the most important legal tips for you to buy a property in Spain in the safest way. You need to think about the option that you've got, the method of payment, how much it's going to cost you and how long it's going to take, and how will you do it in the safest way. With regards to the option, I'm sure you need to think about, are you purchasing the property here in Spain to live as a resident, or you would like just to use it as a holiday home and probably get a return renting it out when you're not here in Spain, or probably you just thought about a small investment or just a big project for you to make some money and business out of it. You need to think about whether you're going to be able to make it and do all the signings all by yourself, or you need to grab power of attorney. With regards to the method of payment, you must organize yourself and see whether you want to use money in the bank, so you will have to transfer from your home country, open a bank account in Spain, transfer the money, and then use that funds. Alternatively, you could apply for a mortgage. You need to think about having a valuation. You'll get a percentage out of that valuation for you to use that money. And then you have to have your own funds in the bank as well. The other option you've got to pay is in stage payments. You could do it, but always with bank guarantees. With regards to the due diligence that you must do, you need to check whether it's urban land, rustic land, whether all the meters are duly registered at the land registry, if they were mentioned in the deeds, are all these debts appearing on the search certificate? Is there any debts on the community? Do you have all the permits in place? Is there any infraction? Do you think it is affected by public domain? It might be worth it to send a surveyor to double check all these little things. And most important thing, whether it's a tax-wise purchase. What is the best way to purchase? With regards to cost, you need to add the 10% VAT, 1.5% stamp duty tax if you are in the Costa Blanca area, and always add the lawyer's fees, notary fees, register fees, and even if you get a mortgage, you need to apply for a valuation, opening commission, and all the expenses that the bank will ask you to pay, such as like insurance. You need to have all this paperwork in place, the NI number, which is a tax code for you to buy a property, and it's compulsory for you to complete. You might ask about the percentage, and we normally give a figure about 13% if you don't use a mortgage. It will be from 13% if you will use a mortgage. And all these figures is only with regards to off-plan property. If you decide to buy a resale property, you'll have to deduct the stamp duty tax, which will be the 1.5%, which will not be included in the figure I've given you. With regards to time, it's hard to say because you will need to make a decision whether you buy a property which is a resale or whether you buy a property which is in halfway construction off-plan property. It could take you from 2 to 3 months up to 2 years to complete. How do I put all this in motion? Well, the number one advice I will give you is always appoint an independent lawyer who solely defends your interest, and that's the one who's going to give you the peace of mind and the protection that you need. Number two, you need to do all the due diligence I told you about before, and you make sure everything is in order. Number three, organize all the finances and make sure you've got the money in place to be able to complete. And number four, only make a down payment if it's a safe transaction and your money is guaranteed. Buying a property in Spain is safe, but make sure you do it the safest way. I hope you found this video useful and you will end up buying a property in Spain in the safest way. Thank you.